He gasped, as if taking a huge breath after waking up from a nightmare. And I thought, as I held my baby in my arms, is that it? Did I just watch my baby die? I cradled Brady in my arms, and about a full minute later, he gasped for air again, as if he was drowning. I was startled, and I held him and waited for something to happen. Should I feel relieved that he was dead and no longer in pain? Or because he took another breath, will he take a third? Will the cancer suddenly be gone, and my baby suddenly be a healthy 23-month-old baby, a healthy, bouncy baby boy? Was all of this just a nightmare, or is this really, truly happening? No more breaths were taken. I held him in my arms, and he just got heavier and heavier. He was so beautiful. His eyes were so blue. His skin was so perfect. His face was so happy. It was as if he was sleeping and very relaxed. And then reality set in as the coroner knocked on the door. I didn't want to, but I had to let my son go. Michael walked outside with Brady in his arms. He gently placed him on the stretcher. The stretcher had the baby pillow on it and all of his favorite blankets. My baby was no longer in pain. My baby was no longer by my side. I wanted him back, cancer and all. He was such a beautiful soul. I couldn't imagine living my life without him. Brady is everything I had hoped and dreamed for since I was a little girl. All I wanted was to be a mommy, and Brady made that dream come true. I had known for a few weeks that this day was coming, and he had only been gone for a few minutes. Yet I felt an overwhelming amount of sadness and loneliness. I missed my baby so much. I missed my Brady. Michael and I started to plan his funeral services immediately. Brady passed away at 5:23 in the morning, and by 9 a.m. we were at the church making the final arrangements. At the funeral parlor, we had made a few key decisions that we thought reflected what Brady would have wanted. We hung all of his hats on a coat rack. Brady really enjoyed wearing hats, every color, every style. We displayed his numerous stuffed animals. Every last one of them we put throughout the funeral parlor. We put his favorite, Woof Woof, in the casket with him. We spared no expenses on flowers, as Brady simply loved flowers. Michael and I made a joint decision not to bury Brady, but rather to have him cremated. As his parents, we were very angry at the cancer. Cancer might have taken his life, but I'll be damned if it's going to lie in a cemetery with cancer cells. So on the day of his services, Michael and I went with our minister to the crematorium. We had a brief private service. We said our final goodbyes. I kissed my baby for the final time, and I watched as they took him and Woof Woof to the infernos to burn the cancer and kill it once and for all. Cancer might have taken my baby, but it was not going to be a part of him any longer. That cancer was going to burn and go to hell, back to where it originated, back where it belonged. and our son, Brady, was on his way to heaven to go play with the angels and rest in peace forever. Cancer. It is a word we fear. It is a word we hope we never have to hear personally. Cancer can be a scary word. It can be a sad word. I certainly never expected to become so well acquainted with the word cancer. But I was never given the choice. My son Brady was never given the choice. Cancer was my family's worst enemy. The battle was long and hard, and the defeat was devastating. Losing a child before he ever really had a chance to live should never have to be the outcome. It is a pain that no child should have to suffer through, a loss that no parent should ever have to endure. But Brady did. I did. Michael did. My family did. And we are not alone. We have talked about a lot tonight: choices, moving mountains, the value of a moment, complicated questions and simple answers. The power of love, the healing hands of doctors and nurses and so many countless medical staff who fight so tirelessly alongside us on a daily basis. In some of our darkest hours, these are the things that we need to remember. The positivity that we can and we will prevail. The knowledge that love is so often the answer we seek. The hands that hold our own and those of our children, helping them to be brave and fight to live. Fear has no place here. We must take away its power. Let's choose to make cancer a word we no longer fear. Let it be a word that inspires us. Let it be a word that ignites a fire and causes us to make a difference. Let it be a word that challenges us to find a cure. Be our voice, and let's fight this together. Donate tonight and know that fear doesn't get to win. Donate tonight and know that your contribution is a gift given to help a child fight another day. Donate tonight and honor those that have pediatric cancer. Donate tonight in memory of Brady and all of the other angels in heaven tonight. Brady will never take another breath, so I beg of you, be his voice, and be the voice for all the kids battling this horrific disease. Please be generous. Their lives depend on it.